All right, it's Phoenix. Who's going to win the race? Who's going to win the championship? All that and more coming up next. All right, so if history has shown us anything, it is that the winner of this race will most likely come from the Final Four. So, without further ado, let's look at the statistics of the Final Four. And leading the way will be Martin Truex. He won the last race here in March. He has an average finish of 10th. He has 1 win. He has 3 top 5s, and he has 86 laps led at Phoenix. All right, let's go on to the next one. Denny Hamlin with an average finish of 7.14. He has 1 win, 5 top 5s, and 216 laps led. And last year's winner, of course, Chase Elliott. His average finish here, not that great, 13.14. 1 win, 3 top 5s, 262 laps led. But even though the average finish is not that great, he's already shown he can get the job done. And finally, the guy who I think is going to win it all, Kyle Larson. His average finish here is 7th. He has no wins, 3 top 5s, and 57 laps led. That is mostly in Ganassi equipment, and he has outperformed all of his previous statistics all year, so I wouldn't imagine it would be any different here. But even in Ganassi equipment, he was pretty good here. So let's get into who could possibly upset these guys if they're not going to win before we pick our favorites. Leading the way of guys who could pull the upset has got to be Kyle Busch. With an average finish of 6.43, that's the best average finish of anybody in the field. He has 2 wins here, 491 laps led, and 5 top 5s. Those are some pretty stout numbers. But Kevin Harvick's numbers are actually better, because just kidding, his average finish is 5th. He's got 1 win. He's got 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and 178 laps led. So I feel like if somebody could upset him, it's probably going to come from those two, Kyle Busch or Kevin Harvick. Also, don't discount the Penske racers here because they all have laps led here. Ryan Blaney has 131 laps led. Brad Keselowski's got 164, and with 421, the most laps led out of anybody is Joey Logano, and he also has a win here. Keselowski has 3 top 5s, and Ryan Blaney, like I said, any of these Penske guys can also pull the upset, so you have to be looking out for them. But like I said, most likely it will be one of the main 4 that win this, so this would definitely be an upset. And not coincidentally, all of those guys are your top 10 in average finish for you guys filling out your fantasy teams and all that. The only guy who was not on that, people I just talked to, coming in at number 9 on average finish would be William Byron. So if you're filling out your fantasy lineups, also don't forget to include William Byron in there. He's pretty good here. Now on to guys you want to stay away from. With an average finish of 27th here, this is not Tyler Reddick's best track. I would stay away from him. Alex Bowman, even though this is his home track, and never discount a guy at his home track. A guy at his home track can always win. I made that mistake earlier this year with Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is from Alabama, and I said, stay away from him at Talladega because he's got terrible finishes here. And he goes and wins the race. I've learned my lesson. Alex Bowman, by the numbers, you should stay away from, but it is his home track, so keep that in mind. Also, you want to stay away from Daniel Suarez and Cole Custer. They both have average finishes of 22 and a couple of DNFs. So those are the guys you want to stay away from. All right, now if you're strictly picking by the numbers, you're either going to take, believe it or not, Kyle Busch or Kevin Harvick. So that would be your guys by the numbers. I would say most likely in that situation, I would take Kyle Busch. However, who I'm picking, of course, is Kyle Larson because he's shown all year when he has to win, he gets the job done. Also last year, when Hendrick needed to bring the speed here at Phoenix, they brought the speed and got Chase Elliott the win. So if I'm betting my money, it's basically Gibbs versus Hendrick here. I'm putting my money on Hendrick this time because I think either Kyle Busch or Chase Elliott gets it done. And I personally, and I know I'm all involved because I'm pulling for Larson, but I think Larson gets it done here. But Truex and Hamlin are also very dangerous here, so it could go either way. It's the last race of the season. Anything can happen. But I'm picking Larson. Big surprise. I know everybody's shocked. But let me know down in the comments who you are picking. And if you like the content, please subscribe, making that push to 1,000. We are so close. And, man, I really appreciate you guys. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.